So find a comfortable way to sit up nice and tall. Empty the lungs, and then we'll begin breathing together. Inhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Hold at the top. Exhale. Inhale. Hold at the top. Exhale. Hold at the bottom. Inhale. Hold at the top. Exhale. Hold. Inhale. Exhale. Hold at the bottom. Inhale. Exhale. Hold. Inhale. Exhale. One last full round of breath here. And then we'll meet in child's pose, sitting back on your heels, big toes touching, knees wide, so that your chest can come forward and towards your mat. Reach the arms out. Stay connected to that Ujjayi breath. Come back into that deep breathing. Scan your body here, see how you feel. How did you wake up today? Notice how you feel physically, but also mentally. What is it that you need from your practice this morning to set you up for a good day today? What do you have ahead of you? Maybe think of an intention, a word or phrase you can return to throughout your practice or even throughout your day. Take 2 deep breaths into it. On your next inhale, really stretch the arms out long. Put a little bit of pressure into the palms. On your exhale, take that right arm across the chest under the left armpit. Thread the needle. Pressing your right shoulder towards the mat. Keep that left shoulder bumped down. You can have the right hand facing up towards the ceiling or down towards the floor. You can have your forehead on the mat or your right temple on the mat. Take one more deep breath here. On the exhale, move that right arm back out in front of you. Pause there for an inhale. Really lengthen through the sides of the torso again. Stretch the arms out long. And then on your exhale, thread the left arm under the right. 2 deep breaths. On that second exhale, you'll bring your left arm back out in front of you again. Inhale, lengthen, stretch. On your exhale, come up to tabletop. So let's stack our hips over our knees. Shoulders over the wrists, palms pressed down, each knuckle pressed down. We'll go into some cat-cow here. So inhale, drop your belly. Reach the tailbone up, pull the chest forward, look up. Exhale, push the ground away through your hands and knees. Reach the spine up, pull the belly in. Inhale. Exhale. Feeling a big stretch along the back. And then inhale, feel a big stretch in your belly and even in your chest. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One last round. Come into a neutral spine. We're going to come into bird dog. So you're going to lift your left leg and your right arm. That right arm is glued to the ear. The left foot is flexed. Our belly is tight, so let's not let the belly button dip down towards the mat. Push into your right knee or your left hand. If you want more challenge for these last couple breaths, you can lift the right toes off the mat a couple inches. Keep pressing even more into the hand and knee. Keep that belly tight. If the right toes lifted, bring them back down. We'll point the left toes, reach and stretch on your inhale, and exhale, round forward, elbow to knee, maybe even knee to nose. Inhale, out long. Exhale, round it forward, tuck your chin, pull your belly in. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale back out. And exhale, release. Restack everything, and then inhale, opposite leg and arm. Holding here, push into that hand and knee, pull the belly in, take out any back bending that's happening. Nice straight spine. Maybe last couple breaths here, lifting the toes. Keep the right hip bumped down in line with the left. Our hips are level. If left toes lifted for that challenge, bring them down. Inhale, point the right toes, stretch in opposite directions, and then exhale, round forward. Inhale, long. Exhale, round. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale back out. And exhale, release. Tuck your toes and come up to downward dog. Lifting the hips up, press into the heel of the hand. Try to get the chest closer to the thighs. You pedal out the heels here in this first downward dog. Work into the backs of the legs. Maybe some hops with the heels. Maybe bending into the knees a little, stretching the bottoms of the feet. We'll inhale our right leg up for three-legged dog. Stay here for a couple breaths first. We want to keep our hips squared and lift that right leg up. Really reach the heel up. Now on our exhale, we'll stack the hip, bringing right hip on top of the left, bending the top leg there, bringing that right foot towards your left shoulder. Press into the right hand still. If you like to make circles with the knee, you can make giant circles in one direction and then switch, or you can just hang out and enjoy that stretch. We'll inhale the leg back out and exhale it to the mat. Inhale, leg up, couple breaths here, keeping hips squared. Big stretch in that right leg. And then on your exhale, bend the left leg, bringing that foot towards the right shoulder. Keep pressing into the left hand, though. You can make giant circles if that's what you did on the other side. And then we'll inhale back out and exhale, release. Walk your feet up to meet your hands. Feet hip width apart and just hang. You can either grab opposite elbows above the head and hang in ragdoll, little bend in the knees, or big bend in the knees, chest to thighs, reach back for a grip behind you and take a shoulder rinse. Hanging the upper body heavy over the legs, let the head hang heavy. Whatever grip you have, you can release, and we'll roll up. Roll the shoulders back a bit. Let's take the backs of the hands to the small of your back. Keeping feet hip width apart, we'll inhale, lift the chest, take a little back bend, squeeze the elbows towards one another behind you, and then exhale, round the spine, bring the shoulder or the elbows towards one another behind, in front of you. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. 2 more. So really feeling the stretch in your shoulders as you work back and forth here. And then we'll just come back into mountain posture. Bring your feet together here. Take a nice deep breath. And we'll do 3 sun A's. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, long spine, chest lifts. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to your plank, and lower all the way down or to a hover. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. And exhale, back to downward dog. Take a couple breaths here. Inhale. Exhale, bend your knees, look forward, prepare. On your inhale, walk, step, or jump, and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, plant your hands, step it back and lower. Elbows in tight. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. Exhale to downward dog. Press the heels towards the mat. Keep your quads engaged. Inhale. Exhale, prepare. On your inhale, come forward and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, pull your belly in and fold. Tuck the chin. Inhale, lengthen, pull the shoulders back. Exhale, take it back, lower down. Trying to do that all on the exhale. Inhale up. Exhale back into downward dog. Inhale. Exhale, prepare. Inhale, forward and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come up into Ardha Chandrasana. We'll interlace our fingers, release our index fingers, glue the palms together, pull those arms back, straighten them out. Root down through your feet. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, over to the right. Keep your belly tight. Push down into the left foot. Reach up through the left side of the body. One last breath. See if you can't lengthen a little more. And then exhale a little deeper. Inhale back up, lengthening as you go, reaching up, and exhale over. Keeping weight back into the heels. Keep your shoulders and hips squared, and keep squeezing the palms together. Last breath. See if you can't go a little deeper. Press that right hip out and then inhale up. Look up at your hands. Inhale, lift your chest, lift your arms, and exhale, reach back, look back. Keep your hips pressed forward. Stay lifted out of the low back. And then inhale, back up. Exhale, forward fold. Pedal out your heels a bit here. Let's go ahead and separate our feet hip width apart. Take your big toes with your two peace fingers. With that grip then, inhale, lengthen, pull your belly in, exhale, fold. Use your grip to pull your body down the legs a little more. Hug those elbows in towards the legs. Neck is relaxed, head is heavy. Shoulders are slid away from the ears. Inhale, halfway up, we'll switch our grip. Step on your palms, toes facing your wrists on your exhale. Then on your inhale, lengthen with that grip, and exhale, fold. Upper body hanging over the lower body. We'll bend in the knees if you need it, is fine. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, release your grip. Bring your hands to your hips. And then inhale all the way to standing. Bring your feet back together, arms to your side. Inhale, sink your hips, reach your arms up into chair. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, plant your hands, take it back and down. Inhale up and exhale back. Turn your left foot 45 degrees and inhale your right foot forward, coming up to warrior one. We'll hold here for a couple breaths. Exhale, hands plant, step back and lower. Inhale up. Exhale back. That right foot turns at the bottom of that exhale. Inhale the left foot forward, warrior one. Exhale, hands plant, step back and lower. Inhale up. Exhale back. Take an inhale. Exhale, prepare. Inhale forward and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale to your chair, sink your hips, reach your arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, plant your hands. Take it back and down. Inhale up. Exhale back. Left foot is turning on the bottom of that exhale. Inhale, right foot forward, warrior one. And then exhale, hands plant, step back and lower. Inhaling up, exhaling back, turning the right foot, and inhale, left foot forward. Exhale, back and down. Inhale up, and exhale back. Inhale. Exhale, prepare. Inhale, forward. Lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sink your hips, reach your arms up. Stay here in your seat, but you can bring hands to heart center. Come up onto your toes. And then down on your heels, toes, heels down, up on your toes, stay up, bring your knees apart and together, apart and together, and exhale, fold. Stay in this forward fold here. And then we're going to sink the hips. Inhale, reach up, come back into chair. Exhale, hands to heart center, coming into a twist. Inhale, lengthen, pull your belly in. Exhale, twist to the right. Hook your left elbow on the outside of that right knee. Pull left knee back in line with the right. Hips are squared behind you. Spine is nice and long, belly's tight. Try to stack the elbows, maybe stack the shoulders. Press into the palms or even the fingertips. Inhale back to center, keep your hips low, and exhale, twist to the left. Pull that right knee back in line with the left. Keep the hips low. Use that tension in the palms or fingertips to help you twist a little more. Push into that elbow and knee connection. Twist a little deeper. Inhale back to center, and exhale, fold. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, take it back and lower. Inhale up and exhale back. Inhale the right foot forward. Keep the ball of the back foot planted and heel stacked over those toes. Come into a high lunge. Back leg is really strong. Inhale. Exhale, power lunge. You can bring your hands to heart center if you want to make it a little bit easier. Exhale, forward. Inhale, back up. Exhale, forward. Inhale, back up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Take an inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Keep that back leg strong. Inhale back to center. Exhale, plant your hands. Take a flow or meet in downward dog. Inhale the left foot forward, coming up to that high lunge. Make sure that the feet are about hip width apart on your mat. Back leg nice and strong. Stay low in that lunge. Inhale. Exhale, hinge forward. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale back up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, lengthen. Pull your belly in. Exhale, twist. Inhale back to center. Exhale, hands plant. Take it back. Take a flow or meet in downward dog. Come down into child's pose. Take 3 nice deep breaths there. For this last breath, take a big inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth. Good. Then we'll meet back in downward dog. Inhale your right foot forward. Come up to warrior 2. Come down nice and low in your lunge. Reach the arms out in opposite directions. Try to square up your hips and shoulders towards the door. Make sure your front knee doesn't come inward. Feel that stretch in the hips. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, right elbow to that front knee. Slice the left arm out in front to the side of the head. Pressing just gently into that elbow to knee connection. Don't let the shoulder hunch up towards the ear. Nice long line from your left heel all the way out to the left fingertips. Inhale, back to warrior two. And exhale, hands plant, step back. Take a flow or meet in downward dog. Inhale the left foot forward, turn the back foot, come up to warrior two. Coming down nice and low. Back leg is engaged. Press the outer edge of that back foot down onto the mat. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, elbow to knee. Right arm slices out in front of you and comes to the side of the head. Looking up, if that feels okay on your neck. Otherwise, you can look straight ahead or down. Push into the right heel. Reach with the right arm even more. Feel a big stretch on the right side of the body. Inhale, back to your warrior two. And exhale, hands plant. Step back for a flow or downward dog. Inhale, right foot forward. Come up to warrior two again. Press into your front foot. Straighten that leg. Keeping your hips right under you. Reach forward and then rotate. When you can't reach anymore, come into extended triangle. Right fingertips gently rest on your right shin or ankle. Whatever grip you have there, your torso's in line with that front leg. You're lifting the left side of the body up. Push down into that left foot. Inhale, back into your warrior two. And exhale, hands plant. Take it back for a flow or down dog. Inhale the left foot forward. Warrior two again. Straighten the front leg. Reach forward. Don't push that right hip off to the side though. And come into your extended triangle. You really want to flatten out the body if somebody's looking at you from the front or the back. So stacking the shoulders, stacking the hips. Push into that right heel. Lift through the right side of the body. And then inhale back to your warrior two. Exhale, hands plant. Take it back and lower. Inhale your right foot forward. Come up to warrior one on your inhale. Exhale to warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, elbow to knee, extended side angle. Inhale, back up to warrior two, straighten the front leg. Exhale into your extended triangle. Inhale, back up to warrior two. Exhale, plant your hands, flow or down dog. Other side, inhale, left foot forward, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, elbow to knee, extended side angle. Inhale, back up to warrior two, straighten the front leg. Exhale, extended triangle. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, hands plant. step back, and lower. Shift forward to high plank. If you need to come to your knees to modify, come to your knees. Push the ground away from you. Belly's pulled in tight. Hold here. If you want a little more challenge, you can lift the right toes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then left toes, lift. Keep pushing into your hands. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. Meet in child's pose. Big inhale through your nose. Let it go through your mouth. One more like that. Big inhale. Big exhale. Good. Let's meet in down dog. Take an inhale. On your exhale, prepare. Inhale forward and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, giant step out to the right. We'll do a couple wide leg stretches. So our feet are just below our wrists, toes slightly inward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold forward. Grab your big toes with your 2 peace fingers. Then with that grip, inhale, lengthen, long spine, pull the belly in, and exhale, fold. You can work with your breath and with your grip. Every inhale, maybe lengthen a little more. Reach that chest forward and towards the ground. Exhale, use your grip to get yourself to fold a little deeper. Keep that weight rocked forward in the feet. Inhale, halfway up, looking forward. Pause here as you exhale, hands to hips. And then inhale all the way up. Exhale your arms out. Take an inhale, take a clasp behind you, pull down on those arms, lift through the chest. And exhale, fold once again with a shoulder rinse this time. Try to lift the arms away from the body. If you can, try to relax in the shoulders. Rock the weight forward in the feet. Inhale, look up and slowly rise. We'll shorten our stance a little bit here and turn towards the back of your mat, right foot leading. You can step that left foot out a little if you need to square up your shoulders to the back of your mat, coming into pyramid. So you can have so instead of forehead to knee, you can have a clasp with your hands behind, take another shoulder rinse. You can grab opposite elbows or maybe hands together in prayer behind the back. Square up the hips, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lead with the chest and chin forward and down as you fold. When you can't go any further, you can just relax the head. If hands are together in prayer, you really want to try to press the palms towards each other, lifting those elbows up towards the ceiling. If you're taking a clasp with your hands and a shoulder rinse, lift those arms away from the body. Inhale, come back up and turn towards the front of your mat, bringing that right foot out a little if you need to. Square up the hips. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, come forward. Nice long spine. Try not to round in the spine here. Keep pressing into that back foot. Keep the hips squared. Inhale, come back up. And then exhale, step forward on your mat. You might want to take some wrist rolls, especially if your hands are in prayer behind you. And we'll do a little bit of balancing here. So plant your left foot, hands to your hips, and bring your right knee up. Just see how your balance feels this morning. Keep that right foot flexed to help with balance. Keep low belly pulled back to help with balance. Keep your shoulders relaxed, face relaxed. So we'll come into a twist. You can just keep that knee, hold that knee, or if you'd like to take the outer edge of your foot and kick, you can do that as well. Just make sure that kick doesn't make you start rounding forward. You can stay lifted. Lift the chest, nice long spine, maybe reaching the right arm back behind you, and you can just modify and hold the knee as well. Inhale back to center, and exhale, release. Shift the weight to your right foot. Bring that left knee up. Taking a couple breaths here just to see how your balance feels this morning. Make sure you have a nice connection under that right foot. And then you can come into your twist, either with the knee or the leg extended. Twist from the mid-spine. Keep the chest lifted. Maybe reach back, maybe look back. Keep the standing leg straight. And don't start rounding in your low back. Keep your chest lifted. So modify by bringing your hand to the knee instead if you need to. Then we'll come back, center, and release. All right, take a breath in mountain posture. Standing bow, bring our right elbow into that hip. And reach back for the inside of your right ankle. All 5 fingers glued together. Soft part of your elbow facing out. So you have a nice outward rotation of that right arm. Reach the left arm up and then exhale, kick. Just start kicking. Separating heel away from the glute. Big kick. Keep the chest lifted. As you kick, you notice how much your upper body has to come down to counterbalance. So you don't hinge at the waist to bring your torso down. You let that kick bring you down. Last couple breaths. If you want to kick harder, reach further, and release. Take a breath. Other side. Left elbow in, palm facing up towards the ceiling. Now drop that hand back for the inside of the left ankle. Soft part of the elbow facing out. Bring your knees back in line with one another. Inhale, reach up, lengthen. Exhale, kick. Big kick, pulling back on that left arm. Big, big kick. You want to feel that back bend you're creating. As the torso comes down, then the palm will eventually face the mat, chin to shoulder. Last couple breaths. Big kick, big reach. And release. Take a breath. Meeting at the top of your mat. Let's take a flow here. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, plant your hands. Take it back and lower. Inhale, up. Exhale, back. Shift forward to plank again. Again, if you need to come to your knees, you can. We'll take forearm plank. Press into your elbows and your forearms. Fun fact, there was just an international plank competition. A lady, I think in Canada, won. Anybody want to guess how long her plank was? 20 minutes. 4 hours and 20 minutes. So we're just going to do half of that this morning, okay, guys? Give it 2 more breaths. 4 hours and 20 minutes. She beat the world record. You want to know what the world record was before that? 3 hours and 25 minutes. All right, come down into child's pose. Yeah, so she she beat the record and then went almost a whole other hour after that. I don't know. She looked like probably late 30s, maybe. She was buff, that's for sure. The world record holder, male world record holder, was there to support her. His record is 10 hours, 10 minutes, and 10 seconds. Yes, way. Yes. How would you go to the bathroom during that time? Oh, it's easy. All right, come to a seat. Bring your right leg out, left foot in. Let's keep the leg straight. So find your lowest grip with that leg straight. Maybe hands on either side of the leg, maybe ankle, shin, maybe you can grab your foot, but then with that grip, inhale, spine, and exhale, fold. And then just relax your head. Mm-hmm. That's good. It is. Yeah. Everything's mental, right? One more breath here. And then we'll come up. Left leg out, right foot in. Find your lowest grip, and then with that grip, inhale, long spine. Exhale, keep the spine long as you come down. You want to think about reaching the chest towards the toes as you hinge at the waist, and then relax your head. One more breath. Inhale, come up. Bring the soles of the feet together for butterfly. Maybe flap your butterfly wings a little bit and try to loosen up the hips. Try to release any gripping you might have in your hip flexors. And then come into the stretch. So if this is enough, you can stay here. If you want a little more, hinge forward. One more breath. And then come back up. Now you can just come into right leg stacked over the left, or if you want to come forward and cross that right knee in front of the left, separate the feet and sit down in between the feet. And it's okay if the knees don't stay stacked, they can come apart a little. Stretch a little more into the hips now. So once you get there, take a couple breaths, notice where you're gripping. More than likely, you're holding some tension there. And then when you're ready, you can hinge. If you want to go a little deeper, you can hinge forward, bringing your chest towards that top knee. And again, really consciously, really actively think about releasing any gripping in your hips the deeper you go. For the last few breaths, if you want to add a twist, you can bring your left hand or forearm to the mat, right hand on top of that knee. Take it into a twist, little pressure with your right hand into that top knee. Now we're taking the stretch a little more into the low back. Again, release any gripping in that right hip. And then we'll come up. And you can switch sides or you can tuck the toes and spin around. There you go, Julie. And you end up with the left leg on top. And then once you're there, take a couple breaths. Release any gripping. And you can lean forward when you're ready if you did that on the other side. Last few breaths, you can take it into that twist. So right hand or forearm on the mat and then left hand on top of that knee. And then we'll come back up. We're going to extend the left leg. Bring your right foot in. So heel is in line with that hip. You have about hands width distance between your foot and your leg. Left hand will push you forward and right arm will reach forward, and you're going to rotate like you're turning a knob counterclockwise, thumb up towards the ceiling. Try to wrap that arm around the front of your leg, left arm behind to try to make a connection. If you're not, just grab clothing, grab your shirt. Once you have that grip, lengthen and fold. So really squeeze that leg tight with your right arm. So you're creating some tension there. You feel a release in the right side of your low back as you're coming forward into that fold. You have one last breath here. And then we'll switch. Right leg extends. Bring that left foot in. Again, don't bring that foot too close to your leg. You have about a hand's width between the two. Right hand will help you sit forward, reach forward. Now we're turning that knob clockwise, thumb up towards the ceiling, reaching back for your grip. Whether you're holding a towel or maybe you just grab your clothes there, your shirt, then inhale, lengthen with your grip, and exhale, fold. Try to keep your right foot flexed so that right leg is really active as you're coming forward. More breath. And then inhale back up. We're going to come into fixed firm. So I knew what you guys needed. I couldn't remember if either of you have a prop for this, but you're going to come forward on your knees so you can separate your heels behind you. Sit down between the feet. Toes pointed straight back behind you. You can separate the knees if you need to, hip width apart. You're going to come down. If your hips are touching the mat, come down onto your elbows, tuck the tailbone under, then maybe onto shoulders, grab opposite elbows up above you. Then the last part of this is to work those knees back to touch. Stop wherever you need to. Breathe into the tension. And then you'll come out the same way you went in, elbow at a time, one hand at a time. You can remove any of that stuff to the side there. And then let's come up onto our knees. Knees hip width apart, coming into camel. We'll take camel and then rabbit. So inhale, lift your chest, lift your gaze, and exhale, round back, look back. Maybe reach back. If you can see the back wall behind you really well, try reaching back for your heels. Keep the chest lifted. Keep the hips pressed forward. Last breath here. Hands back to that lower back. Come up with control. Sit on your heels, bring the knees together, and now we'll send the spine in the opposite direction, rounding forward. So you're going to cup your heels, you're going to tuck your chin to your chest and round forward. Try to place your forehead on top of your knees if you can. Get it as close to your knees as possible anyway. Really cup the heels, nice strong grip, lift the hips up. As you do that, a little bit of weight comes into the crown of the head, the arms will straighten. Hips will lift one day, hips stacked over the knees. Really round the spine. Pull the belly in to help round the spine. Lift those hips. Pull tight with the grip. We'll slowly come on up. Go ahead and lay down on your mat. Take a breath. And then you'll bend your knees, bring your feet to your mat. Cross your right ankle over the left knee. And then you're going to bring your knees in towards your chest. You're going to reach through and grab either around the knee or behind the thigh and pull that left leg towards you. The more you pull it in towards you, the greater the stretch you'll feel in your right hip. You can even use your right elbow into that right knee to press that knee away from you a little bit more. Again, getting a bigger stretch in that hip. If you wanted to, you could even straighten that left leg, have a little bit of a stretch on that side as you're stretching the hip. And then we'll go ahead and release both feet to the mat. Take a breath here. And then we'll cross right ankle or left ankle over the right knee. Bring the legs in, reaching through and pulling that right leg in towards you. Again, you're in charge of how much of a stretch you get. Pulling the legs a little closer to you, maybe pushing the left elbow into the left knee. Maybe extending that left or right leg for the last couple breaths. And then we'll release both feet to the mat. Extend your legs. Bring your right leg up. You're going to grab the big toe with your right two peace fingers. And then your left hand is on top of that left thigh. Try to keep that leg straight. So flex the foot to help with that. You're going to lift your head and shoulders, lean in towards that leg, straighten it out. There you go. So listen to your body here. Make sure you're not overdoing it, but you want to pull the leg towards you and lean in towards it. Good. Now you can bring head and shoulders back down and extend that leg out to the side. If you need to bend the knee, no twist it, extend it this way first. We'll get there. I'll let you have a twist. So you can bend the knee if you need to, or keep your grip on the right big toe. Still trying to keep that left hip down, keep your left hand on that thigh to help bring your awareness to that. Make sure that you keep that hip down. Now bring the leg back in, give it a tug towards you. And then we'll take it into a twist. If you'd like to keep the leg straight for your twist, you can. You'll get a little more stretch in the sciatic nerves. Or you can just bend the knee. You can also just stack both knees bent to lessen the intensity of your twist. You're looking over the right shoulder, taking that twist up into the cervical spine as well. Two more breaths. And then you'll bring that back in. Let's give the knee a hug towards the right shoulder for 2 breaths. And then you can release that leg down. You're going to bring your left leg up, grab the big toe with the 2 piece fingers, extend the leg, head and shoulders off the mat, leaning towards that leg, pull it in towards you. Keep right hand on the right thigh, keep that leg down, flex that foot to help straighten it a little more. Keep breathing. And then we'll bring head and shoulders down, open it out to the left. Leg straight, or maybe just grab that knee. Keep the right hip down. Bring that leg back in, pull it in towards you, and then you can bring it across into your twist. Leg straight or knee bent, however you did on the other side, looking towards that left shoulder. Last 2 breaths. Then bring that knee in towards your shoulder, squeeze it in for 2 breaths. And after that, you can let that leg go. If you'd like to take a little happy baby before Shavasana, you can. You'd bring your feet towards the ceiling, let the knees fall to either side of your body, grab the outer edge of your feet, maybe rock a little side to side. And then when you're ready, find Shavasana. Try to find complete relaxation, letting go of any thoughts, letting go of any last tension in the body. Let's take a big inhale through the nose and exhale out of your mouth, letting everything go, letting go of control of the breath now. Soften the breath, soften the belly, completely relax and melt.